here as we head toward halftime. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On second down, Mayfield again. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield. Finding Harris over the middle. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Alert, 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 alert.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 10th carry now for McCoy. Always got some breathing room. That good for 22 and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm scared.
Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Yellow. Arms up, little lady. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it back.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Here's McCoy. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
McCoy. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. but that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Next to score, Chiefs 31, Browns 17.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Toe bashed it. Super toe.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's McCoy. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. On first down, Hunt. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Frank Clark, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9 on 2nd down now. It's Hunt. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Again, it's Williams. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That'll go down as an 84-yard punt return, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
And that jumps the excitement level up a few notches, doesn't it? What a big-time punt return for a touchdown. Now their cohorts on the special team side, they've got to add the PAT.
That would be the equalizer. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
15.
They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Yellow. Watch the pass. Hey, 57. SOS.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 46-yard line.
Yellow. Go on, 80. 44. Think you gonna get this boy? Who think you gonna get?
Mahomes to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Back. Yellow. Kill. Protein spill. Check 49.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
At the 34-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
They run it again with Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now a 20th carry here for McCoy. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Check.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
At the 23-yard line, a 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 23-yard line.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. They'll run on first down. Hunt. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Jumper. Hey, we're 33.
Mayfield now from the 50. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. On first down, it's Hunt. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Hunt. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the kick is good. He puts it through, and they are moving on to the AFC Championship game. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had.